Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. Today we'll be hopefully finishing episode 3. The Turnabout Samurai. October 18, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. Evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective 𝐒𝐤𝐞𝐬, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All of the production staff were in the employee area until noon. And after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. After that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh dearie, no need for you to be so embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldback, dearie. Just call me Grandma. Now she keeps talking about her life story. Objection. I object to the witness talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling onto the stand. I was just getting to the good part, Yuri. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. To get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. You sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness testimony, okay. Let's listen to this. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 PM. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from 10 until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 PM, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 PM. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Let's basically discredit her because what she saw was a costume, not the actual person. Let's discredit that first. I think I have the security footage, right? It was Powers, the man right there. Okay, and let's present the evidence. Let's show the picture. That's the evidence. Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? Other than the Steel Samurai, the defender of Neo Ode Tokyo. Mrs. Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Bonnie? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. Mr. Powers does play that role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Huh? I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mrs. Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution will ask the witness, please make known all information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know that everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. I broke one of the props. It was a big mess. I Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was power. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Yeah, we can do that. Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Press. Whippersnapper. Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. Up and up. You today always whining about each other. It's enough to make an oath. Mr. Wright, please for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has his match. That morning during the run-through of the action scene. Press. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, is the Steel Samurai, and poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. She didn't see the run-through then. Support strip and fall, okay? Press. Strip and fall? Yes, yes! The thing is supposed to be a Steel Samurai. What a laugh! So Power sprained his ankle. Help make it better for him, of course. You help make it better? Guessed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where's the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props, it was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. It strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down on the court record. Okay, apparently it was mended with duct tape. Apparently sprained his ankle pretty bad. Okay, press. Was Mrs. Power ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. That's the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Now, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking though. Anyway, that's not important. Witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. It is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Right, sure, Your Honor. Object. Hold it right there. Keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. And allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Okay. Continuation. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 PM, true? The only person... let's just read it in my own voice, his testimony, because we'll be going over it multiple times. The only person I saw go go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the still samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay. Let's check the evidence. 2:30 p.m. So yeah, we cannot really dispute that, so that's fine. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Press? Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sony. Nobody's suspicious looking passing by at all. Nobody suspicious looking? Right. No one else went there. Press. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. I looked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Yes. Are you sure? Witnesses, answer the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. Let them have the edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls. Well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Okay, let's press on this. How do you know that? Eh? Didn't I just explain? I give donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, told me everything. See, Detective 𝐒𝐤𝐬 shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. Only person I saw. Okay, can we present anything? Oh. It says photo number 2, so maybe we can do that. No one else went there. Okay, let's present. This is photo number 2, so perhaps that will work. Let's try. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, you, Sonny? Whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. Here I told you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if we wanted to work in the studio, we might have an opening. The very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know what that means. It was it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what do you mean by this, Mr. Wright? Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. If there is only 1 data for one of the photos, who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Eh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. The camera on the gate fired twice. It means 2 people went by. Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Mrs. Oldback? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. If it was a normal court, she would already be under perjury because she's lying. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. Well, any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Mrs. Oldback, this is the first time I've heard of this. Of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. I would say this was a turn for the unexpected. What kind of unexpected is? Okay, the other person. Okay, let's press. Another job? That's right, I checked all the people that passed the main gate that day. Look closely at every one of those photos that security camera takes. You back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. Those computers are just so frustrating. Any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? How exactly did it determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Mrs. Oldback. Well, I didn't touch the suspicious looking Willpower's photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. To think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. A fanboy? Steel Samurai's fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. I was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in? Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order! Order! Let me get this straight. We saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. Oh, in 2nd or 3rd grade, I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Possible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. No forgetting vital information this time. October 18, 11:08 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes? Let me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the steel samurai in that security photo? How should I know? Steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So where does it leave me? That doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are you going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it will take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. Not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. Call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thought? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, beware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, he will be penalized. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Well, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? Well, the assistant girl, I guess. The only possibility, because she was there. No one else was. Let's go with the girl. It was the assistant. Steel samurai costume was in his dressing room. Stole it, and in doing so, she became the steel samurai. So you're saying the steel samurai in the picture is really the assistant? Correct, Your Honor. If you are serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the steel samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Don't want me. What about the assistant? Well, her, she was cleaning up the backdrops, I think. Didn't know about the Powers' ankle. The assistant knew about Mr. Powers' injury. She could look at the steel samurais with that costume. But she couldn't walk the steel samurai's walk. She wouldn't have limped. Kind of takes the legs out from under that case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. Nobody knows. The trouble I've seen. We'll move on now, Mr. Wright. This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor. One more chance, please. Very well. Go ahead. Who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldback. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. This means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the actions seen around through. There's only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldback. What? Whippersnapper. Order! Order! Is this true, Oldback? Oldback? That's Mrs. Oldback to you. Mrs. Oldback was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai's costume. And slipped into the Studio 1, scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simply honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. This is the part where Edgeworth felt this. Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Did it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. I move. Maybe not my chance to take this the whole... Wait. I would give her a break because she didn't do it probably. We can at least give her a break. I guess this kind of does make it look like she's the killer. Funny, I feel bad for her all of a sudden. It's true that the witness could conceivably have committed this crime, but we must not forget that the victim was an action hero. As formidable as her personality may be, I doubt she'd be strong enough. Oh, shit. If he removes her from consideration, that means Mr. Powers is it. Sorry, I went back, but I don't have a choice. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldback's action that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? Forget that Mr. Powers likes a clear motive too. Indeed. I did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though. As you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? The boy's not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it the nice little kids mean to your elders' day, whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could have not committed this murder? I mean, not the guide map. Maybe the autopsy report? Or the card key, you know, that only people with the card key could enter, but if he got there from underground, maybe he doesn't... Well, technically, yeah, It does need that, right? Let's try this. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? Oh, I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Went back speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Mrs. Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. The prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. Windbag wants to talk. Mrs. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it was an Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify! Again? Okay. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the date of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? They told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. If you are going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Mrs. Oldback, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Have you been listening? You told me to shut my trap, and I always do that what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldback. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, cool. Most studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. They were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Press. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? You should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without the director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. Where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. The Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. Up where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but continue. They said they had nothing to do with it. See? Press. Mrs. Oldback, this is a trial for murder. I knew that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. Did your bonus and still talked. I think I've asked all my questions. Okay, let's just take a break. Your Honor, we've learned there were others in the global studios on the day in the question. The director, the producer, and some bigwigs. We're all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I'm told that it is impossible to declare the verdict on the defendant, Mrs. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Mrs. Oldback, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. Understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 18, 1:04 p.m. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. I'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. Now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick? Have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been the old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying the time back there. No one had to be the bad guy for a bit. Take the pressure of Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I feel kinda sorry for her. She wasn't winning any points there. With or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks guys. Okay, so this wraps up the second day, or was it the third day? The trial day? The first day of the trial. Yeah, day 2. Okay, now we're going to look about day 2 investigation. October 18, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Ooh, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Hey, you think Weepy's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people who we found about today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's go to the studios. Okay, studios. October 18. No one's here. Right, now that they have Mrs. Oldbag in custody. Guess they don't have anyone to replace her. Hey, at the car station. Look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Anything new? Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer and patrol out here. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left is the actual film studios. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. Why? Security guard station. Mrs. Oldbank must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I guess that's all. Let's move towards the outside studio 1. Hey Nick, it looks like Detective 𝐒𝐤𝐬 isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion today's trial. Oh Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, remember? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them aren't there today? That's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. October 18. Studio 2 entrance. This is Studio 2? Also, I think so. It doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. Looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? Examine. Flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I think this is part of some temporary film set. Hey, let's go inside. Think it's okay? Well, it's locked. Oh, shucks. This looks like material for making a movie set. I've been sitting here for quite some time. Might as well be a junkyard. Okay. A light valve for moving stuff and equipment around. It kept in pretty good shape. Looks like it would run fine. Let's go for the drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? Look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? This incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. Already covered in soot. You must not clean it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate the T-bone steaks too. What is it with the steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. Something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. It just feels odd. There's a big tube painted here. Probably because this is Studio 2? Probably. Oh, it doesn't look anything like the studio. Guess that's it. Okay. Well, let's go to the employee area maybe. Let's check inside in Studio 1 first. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it's a murder scene. Let's go someplace else, Nick. Let's go to the employee area. Number 18. Okay. Look, it's the assistant girl. Hey. Hi. WP's lawyers, right? Heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up the drain. You mean that one? Oh, what a mess. I know. Not so good with handiwork. I'm assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props. And the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she would worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I'll have to go to the guard station. Supposed to fill in for Mrs. Oldback. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Great that used to cover the gray. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. The fanboy they were talking about the trial today. Came in through that drain? What seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey Nick. That drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I'm kinda sorry for him though, don't you? What do you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Wow, you serious? Leave it be. I think we should leave it on. They only just repaired it. If we take it off, the assistant will get yelled at. But you know who. I guess so. Oh, I didn't expect her to take it that hard. Still lets me though. Do it. Let's rip it off. Rip it open. Well, I guess some things just made it's just made to be broken. Yeah, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, there. That should make the kids happy. Thanks, sweetie. Brain grade is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live free of guilt. There's a half-finished background for the stage there. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo or the Tokyo castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. People cycle to get exercise. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus a steak. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep the film equipment. Yeah, we already heard this. Can we move somewhere? Of course, it's not locked. We can go inside. Get up. Back. Move. Dressing room. Operating Global Studios. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. Mr. Powers says, at least. Guess they snuck in and took what was gone, but Nick. What if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Oh, she's got a point. Woman? Powers bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids? I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Open out on Mars. Have to buy that shoe. There's nothing else really. Let's get out of here again. Now we can go back to the security gate. Now she should be here. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. The clothes, isn't it? I thought my camel vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Talk to her? About the director at all. I heard something about the trial today. They said that the director and the producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. Guess they were here though. The studio had been pretty eager to keep us quiet. But they were trying to protect the director? Or the producer, really? Producers are a real star here. They saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think I would still be in business if it were for the producer. Producer, huh? You're the fanboy. You could sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them. I didn't see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Wingback's eyes flash when she sees him. There's a bit of trouble catching him though. The studios. How are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. They don't want me to disturbing the evidence. They didn't even clean up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Okay. Can we move the detention center perhaps? October 18. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. I get lucky. Tell the truth. You can say that again. That's not. Oh, WP. Do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. You rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. Let's talk to him about the director. Was the director present in the morning to run through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. It has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick, there is a newbie, a lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. What side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. Fanboy. Fanboy sneak around into the studios often? No, not that I know of. The security lady's pretty strict with them. Today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? Kids really love Steel Samurai. Sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Do we have anything? Not really. Move. Back to the studio. Maybe here? Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. It's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Admit it, you don't have any clue what happened. There's not enough information. What to do? What do you think we should do? Why don't we just do what you just said? I get good on this director and producer. Alright, then there's no point hanging around here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to those studios pronto. Maybe they're gonna be there now. Back to the studio, move to the outside studio 1. Then move to the studio 2. Place is deserted. Crash. No, Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. It's suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. Not sure we should be barging in. Huh, locked. What? You don't have a key? Oh, there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. What are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. They'll let us. Move. Outside. Move. Gate. Lock. No. Salmon. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. Your lady would knock off the stuffing out of me if she knew. I don't want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. That's not good. Talk. Percent. Hey, you work with the props, right? What a murder weapon. With a samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I'm not having to carry that thing around. You have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. This Mr. Bauer's the only person I can think of. Card key. Oh, they gave a lawyer one of those card keys? Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. See, better be careful not to lose that. We're very strict about those card keys here. They're pretty good about keeping this out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful. Head map? Percent? I'm not really sure what that is, okay. You take a look at this. It's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyway? It's like she didn't know about the photo or in church that morning. Never mind. Oopsie. Never mind, talk to you, can't move. I guess we can move towards the employee area. Slide. Salmon. No. Okay, back to the main gate. Back to the studio 1, back to studio 2. Well, George, it's locked. The key is probably in the security guard station. I doubt they would let me borrow it. I cannot borrow it. Let's go back to the detention center. Found this card key in the dressing room. Oh, that's mine, yes. People outside the studios get these cards. I don't think so. Even I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is. Oh, the spear. Regarding the murder weapon, yes? Is it heavy, that spear? Pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively. That's the spear that broke or something during the morning run through? yes, I goofed on a round cake, you see. I broke the spear. Security lady fixed it for me right away, though. Duct tape, we heard. Okay. Excuse me, thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. Wish I could think of some way I could help you. Sorry. Oh, that's not helpful. Let's go back to the offices. Talk to her. Back to studio. Studios. How are the studios doing? There's police monitoring. Okay, that's nothing new. How do we get her out of here? Computer that runs the studio cameras. Ah, it looks like it's been turned off for today. If we examine the camera now. Your camera that automatically takes a picture of people here. Took 2 pictures on the day of the murder before the actual time of death. One of them was the Steel Samurai, the other was the Great Scholar's boy. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. That isn't really helpful. I don't really know where to go now. Who to ask? We just start skipping conversations. We already seen this. Nothing there. What the fuck? Who are you dudes, LMAO? We... Wait, you first. Who are you? Look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How can you not notice? Great salmonella. Make delay shoots. Steel Samurai? Mine. RTFC. Read the film credits. Really? You are the salmonella? The salmonella. I'm so sorry. You look so sorry. Oh no, quite alright. Really. It's fine. Rolling the floor laughing. Gen Z guy. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Yeah, hot. Slobber. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume rocks. Rock stores? What? Hey, you're drooling. Huh? Lol. Buffer overrun. What a weirdo. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. Sequel to the Steel Samurai. Pink Princess. Warrior of the Little Old Day Tokyo. Hero of LMAO. The Pink Princess? Is it gonna be Little Old Tokyo? Why can I have a cool name? Like Neo Old Tokyo. Yeah, we really need to talk about cool. You talk to him? Name the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you Jews are. The security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It's a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. A meeting from lunchtime in the studio to trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Don't think, was it? Yeah, suckers. I ain't missing out on food. What does sucker source mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4. The producer, some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. Telling the truth, the meeting gives him an alibi. Producer. Well, the producer was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean D. Vasquez? The genius, mad skills all the way. Scary though. He brought the studios back from the brink of destruction. He was the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. Wigs. What exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over there at the network and some sponsors, also a few production guys. Called in a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. All grey-haired geezers. Sounds like they would be all reliable witnesses. Present him with the spear. I don't pay much attention to these things that don't interest me, lol. Why are you staring at me like that? What about the powers photo? This is WP, right? How do you know? Oh, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Alright, the director would know about the injury. Who's there? Artkey. Never mind. Let's move to the employee area. Move to the main gate. Ahaha! You again. Me. How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. Pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I? Sweet little old lady wearing a giant suit like that. Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. Guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, notice, Rippersnapper, this old lady never forgets a slight of her insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, That is too much. Talk to her about the fanboy. And about that kid you said you saw. If I see him again, I'm talking him down. Hey, Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. Director et al. What a director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. Percent. I have a feeling she's not going to respond well to anything I show her now. Okay. Can I examine? Yes, no. Hey, no touching. Guess I'd better investigate her later. Okay, let's go back. No. Maybe the kid's gonna now show up, right? Let's go to the employee area. Hey! Hey, wait! I bet he came in through that drain. Hey, 𝐒𝐞𝐬, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid. Don't talk to me like that. But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. There's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adult here. Hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? I think I'm being mocked. I have to hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp. Pretty mad. Cody Hackins. Call me 𝐒𝐞𝐬 again. I'll cut you down where you stand, evil doer. Let's talk to him. The Steel Samurai. You're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How did you utter that name, evil doer? What do you mean? You're the Steel Samurai's side. Haha, you can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line? Said by the innkeeper in episode 8. Easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, 𝐒𝐞𝐬. Watch it. What are they doing? What happened? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were there. You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? Yeah, always. Steel Samurai always wins, always. I saw him. Saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. What? Wait. Let me go. He's gone. Huh. Something fell off the table when he bumped down into it on his way out. A bottle? What's this sitting here, I wonder? On a table in the employee area, the labels read sleeping post. Okay, so someone put sleeping post into the... and that's why he was sleeping the whole day. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Okay, let's move back to the main gate. Huh? Where's that old windbag? Out of her to leave her post. Hey, Nick, that was her. Stop, whippersnapper. Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Ouch. Oh, she tripped. I sure looks happy. Let's examine that and get the card. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. Key to the trailer in the studio too. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Our key slid in the pocket. Now we can move outside studio 1. Move outside studio 2. Move. Never mind. Examine. Slide. Get in. Wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great. Let's go, Nick. He seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. Trailer. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Hey, someone's in here. Names. Our names? We are WP's lawyers, and let's see. And who might you? Eve Vasquez, the producer. Eve Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. Oh. The day of the crime. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Mrs. Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. Script? Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. You're getting nowhere fast. The Steel Samurai. We would really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Vasquez? TV, every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV. The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. The director. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. Can't be bothered with anything else. Like, are people in the entertainment business this weird? Starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah? Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him. If we see him, Vasquez memo added to the court records. Okay, move outside studio 2, move outside studio 1, move main gate, move employee area, move dressing room, talk, do not present, Vasquez memo. Here, I got this from the producer. Oh, bring me the script from episode 13. Episode 13, where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh, my ass is pumped if I don't find it. Maybe quicker to just look in the places where he's likely to have been. 3. Back. Move. Employee area. Examine. Examine. Let's see. Color candy, chip gum. Huh. So normal. Let's click on some cool names or something. Okay, already heard this. Back, move, resting room. Oh. No. Move. Main gate. Move. Outside studio 1. Outside studio 1. Back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick. Damn it. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. Yeah, I've already heard that. Ah, found it, Nick. The script. Good work. Script is in pocket. Go back, move, outside studio 1, move, inside it, studio 2, move, trailer, present, go. Here, we found it, your script. Ah, script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet, I'm reading. Just you hold on, what's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Ours lawyers. Right. Am I suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes. Anything you could tell us would be big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon? Yes. The director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to the Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Possible? Why? The path was blocked. Path? Guide map? I'm not interested. Photo? Key? Card key? What do you want? Oh, it automatically just showed up, okay. What path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? So Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? Monkey with the broken head. Alright, that. What an original name. Head fell over in the wind. The day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Fish? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to the Studio 1. What? It's true. The train came just after 3 to move the head. Let some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they would corroborate my story. Wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? They could have gone to the Studio 1. 30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it was unbroken, announce the time. The oaks. 1 oak per hour. Ook, ook, ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. Walk inside the top when it broke. Heck, stop at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. The path was blocked from 2:15 until after 4. Therefore, we are innocent. Mr. Hammer died in the Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Bye. Mr. Monkey's head data edited. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. October 18th. Now what? We are fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? Good one lead? Mia, it's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Mia has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Oh wait, I guess that means we are really in trouble. I say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. No, it didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. Sure, I can find some way of bringing him over to our side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now that I'm more worried than I was before. Studios. October 18, okay. Please. Stop breathing so hard. What's wrong? Whippersnapper. Been chasing that boy this whole time. When I catch him, I looks like she hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now. Whippersnapper. A hostage? Oh. A hostage. What's this about a hostage? When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. We'll come back for this one. Kind of hard to understand her. All that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea. No. I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, if anything you might trade with her. Trade? I wonder. And the trailer key. Give her that. This is all back. I'm borrowing this just so I know. Oh, okay, Huff. Be sure to Huff give it back. Not demanding us when she's exhausted. Give her the empty bottle. Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, puff, huff, who? Okay, what about card key? Hey, that Huff. That's a card. Studio 1? Right, a card key to Studio 1. I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. I was his fan. You have your own card, Mrs. Holback? Studio 1 is on my turf. Let me borrow it then? I'll give her the card key, then I will be able to get into Studio 1. Lend her the card key. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? Yes, I can't hurt. Here you go, Mrs. Holback. Card key lent to Mrs. Holback. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this. We are even. Deal? What's this? Still Samurai trading card? Sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. Must be the hostage she was talking about. Okay, right. I'm off. There she goes. Hobbling off toward the studio. Move. Employee area. Here? Yes. Hey! Hey you, wait a sec. Phoenix. Is that the boy? Yeah. His name's 𝐒𝐤𝐬𝐿. I think he ran into the dressing room. October 18th. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. He's back. How did she? Hey there. Would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia. Mia Faye. Nice to meet you. Yo. I'm Phoenix Wright. You asked. Phoenix, you can take it from here. Not sure I'm qualified. Let's talk to him. Let's present to him with the cars. Cody, this look familiar? Hey, now you are! You are, huh? You are, you know? Ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this, if you help me. That's my card. By offering me something I already own, you are in effect shielding the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you are sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in schools these days? Quantum physics? Whatever. I don't need that card. Huh? You got a double. Let's keep it. It's yours. What? After I went through all the trouble? You want to... Wait, find me a really rare card. Really rare? I mean, there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on. And for a grown up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Okay. Where do we find one? Main gate. Outside Studio 1. Outside Studio 2. Trailer. Oh, hi. Hello. What brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? No, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Let's present to her the cards. Do you know anything about this? Hey, this is Steel Samurai, the trading card. I like those actually. One card away from a complete set. Complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Oh. Wait. Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even give you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me a huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about? Trade. Okay. Really? Thanks! And this is for you. Ultra rare premium Steel Samurai collectible card, very valuable. Yahoo! There she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Okay, let's move back to outside Studio 2, move to Studio 1, move to the gate, move to the employee area, move inside the dressing room, present the ultra rare premium card. See this card? Yeah, so wait, that's it! It's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information. Oh, sure. Fine by me. RP card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. You know something that could help us. We can have him take the stand tomorrow. Okay, talk. Steel Samurai. So, you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool! I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his action, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Of me, yeah. I love the Steel Samurai. Tell me, what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is? His fighting skills. Got to think of something. Like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wizam! Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album. It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. Go to every live performance. Stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. Always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Sam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. That's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. The album has a name. I hear it? Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins, always. If you want it, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took this with the digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Take with this photos of every victory scene, every battle the Steel Samurai has won. That includes the murder, right? These are the people always giving stuff to Mia. What a life. What happened? We're here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Oh, well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. I saw. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I could come in through the woods out back so that the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe a half an hour or so. And I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? Steel Samurai killed a bad guy. He used his samurai spear. Just like he always does. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast. I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. And you saw those nice things, but it is obvious that you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Yeah? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. Fair enough. The director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who could it have done is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put it this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Just to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. Heard everything. This boy here's the key witness. And he's under police protection, starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me and the precinct. No, I ain't going. Waha! That didn't go so well. Back to 0 leads. Now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we going to do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure I'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I believe. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you at court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. Alrighty, so that sums up this, and now we're going back to the trial, where we can get more information out of these people. So save that. Nice. And date 3 trial is the next part. October 19, 9:42 AM, District Court. Defendant lobby number 1. Mr. Wright? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix? Brian is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. There's no time for dead people jokes, please. We are going into the trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked and the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or we lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Well, we do have the sleeping pills. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it will be that producer. Prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I made the Steel Samurai noob. Profile. Salmonella, I'm director. Television. Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. Powers is innocent. You know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. Doesn't waste any time putting it under pressure. The day of the murder. Let's go. I was at the studios from around 9 in the morning. Okay. During the morning, I was doing an action scene to run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate the lunch in the employee area. I had a meeting in the studio 2 trailers, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left the chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. According to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's go. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Okay, let's press. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sort of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about these freaks in your industry. Still, FYI, I was pretty busy all that day. What's more about that? In the morning I was doing an action scene run through. In the employee area? That's right. There's a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Is anyone else at the run through? Oh yeah, the security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Well, she was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. WP twisted his ankle during the run through, see? Right, that's the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Pro FS. Pro FS rolling on the floor starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. To think of it, there was a plate with some bones in the employee area. Everyone else meaning that the witness did not eat with them. I had a meeting at the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Yes. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory because there were plates. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila? Hmm? What do you want? I went to the studio too. I saw something on the table there. There are 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. You ate lunch there. Hmm. No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. They did eat, after all. T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble, brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. When exactly did you eat it? I took one break during the meeting. I wolfed it down then. Mental image will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If he took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. Press on that one a bit more. Yes. What were you discussing? Still summary story in our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? And press on this one. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, other one, sweats. Sweating is so much about, I wonder. Only I had an idea. Wait a second, maybe you do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Did you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. They took a break. One of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, follow the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, we took a break. It was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit a murder in Studio 1, lol. Only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. We may begin the cross-examination. Okay. What time exactly did you take this break? I would say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. I could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and came back. Guess it's possible, time-wise. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on the table. Alright, the other one was D. Vasquez's plate. Vasquez, the producer. The T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Enough time for someone to say commit a murder in Studio 1. Why is that? Have we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. People in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It's impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Nothing wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to the Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright. Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give out our answers. You claim someone from the trailer went to the Studio 1. Claim it, and I claim it loud. I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. 15 minutes. Murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. I've got the judge thinking now. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, 𝐒𝐻𝐻? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court records. Court record? Surely knew that from 2:15 to 4 the path between the studio was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Oh, you're right. The break in the trial meeting came in after the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene was blocked. Fallen Mr. Monkey had barred the way. Actually, Mr. Monkey, but 𝐒𝐻𝐻 has a point. Somehow, feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? I'm afraid you'll lose this round. If we have seen enough evidence, I'd like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They are, therefore, of no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he's the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we have indeed had decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. 𝐒𝐻𝐻? The witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai scoots who were the victim. Order. I will have order. Let me check this picture if I can. If you can't, never mind then. I see. Court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. This will be hard to win. We might be able to do it. October 19, 1:04 AM, District Court, and then lobby number 1. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in the trailer has an alibi. Sorry, Phoenix. Guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. Give up? What hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was no chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. People in the trailer could not have gone to the Studio 1. But there was more to it than that. I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? Right now seems like everyone thinks the courtroom thinks I did it. I think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. You're innocent, we'll prove it. I guarantee it. Give it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You're the Steel Samurai. You're the hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution has a course of concern. As our witness, a grade schooler of tender years, this is a murder case. I'm worried that the offense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. At this stage, we're taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. Prosecution calls 𝐒𝐞𝐜𝐬 to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Alright, guard, please bring him a box. What those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Because you are all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Okay. Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you. Nice lady. Cody Hackins, I'm in 2nd grade. I get a feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you are speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean Cody. I'm having trouble with this gentle thing. Represent, you were at Global Station on the day of the incident? Is there a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? Want me to tell you on Gramps with the beard over there? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. For bearded gentleman. Very long day. Incidentally, holographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. Apologies, Your Honor. Said he wouldn't testify if we couldn't bring it. Like special permission if that's possible. But you're saying you had a bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. I don't really know how to use it that good yet. I bring it with me wherever I go. Hey Nick, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. Better make a note of that in the court record. Okay. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Okay. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just this once. Found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. What's going on for the studio? We kinda lost on the way there, though, for around 30 minutes. When I came out from the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. Oh, they rocked right before my eyes. And out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. If I had my camera with me, it would be the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. That's not what they told me. Be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. It's tougher than most adults we see in here. Honestly. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just this once. Yes. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. Taped every show. I go to all live performances. It's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, that. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was today the first time you've been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on my rehearsal day. The security lady is always yelling. Right. Please continue. Still, Pops, I'm getting to it. I was supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time, jeez. Went through the woods of the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Yes. Off the path? Yeah, you know, all the studios are in the valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. There I was. See. Anyhow, going for the studio. Yes. Did nothing unusually happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his window wasn't busted. He went straight to the studio? Got kinda lost on the way for about 30 minutes. Yes? You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Yeah, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. Guess what happened next? I came out by the studio, there was Steel Samurai. A Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. And he opened up the gate and went inside. Me. But then... they rocked right before my eyes. Came out the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy? A person? Kinda tall, skinny. You sure it was a guy? I don't know. It was kinda far away. He's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? The camera didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. Guess he's a real pro, not a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. A camera with me, it would kinda be the time for a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera? I mean, you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. Like I have it all the time. Really? Seeing the killing and freaking him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. I wanted to see this. Okay, do we have anything to present? Camera. Perhaps. He says he always carries it, yeah. Now he's telling you didn't, so let's check it out. What he just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You're quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Oh, I was putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. Kind of a new sort of camera. Can I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if his child or persecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, a persecuting attorney? Oh, Cody. What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? Oh, you did have your camera. Did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Okay, what I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Still samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! And then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay. Yeah, I had my camera with me. Okay, press. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was the bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? Kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? And the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to the justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? A samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. I'm still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? I don't see what happens. I'm not gonna press a child. Yeah. If I press too hard now, the judge might keep me from continuing. I'll sit back and see how the rest of this goes. So strong, this Steel Samurai rules. Listen to that. What did you do after the bad guy fell, Cody? Actually, the fight was so intense that I got kinda scared. Go straight home. Something isn't adding up here. Something about his account doesn't seem right. Phoenix, doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Press him on the facts, Phoenix. Find out what he saw. Okay, let's press him now. One. Let's skip this. Oh, this one. This one I should press on. Get press him harder. Oh, they. What? Nothing's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? Witnesses stated he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. You missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? You know, we can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. You have asserted that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? I don't have evidence. I cannot go back, so let's try the spear now. It's not proof. Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything. Lost your nerve, have you? Very well, I'll ask you the question again. We have asserted that the skunk boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. What did he watch? He was watching something else. He missed the comics of the fight. He was looking at something else, probably. Probably? Something else? That's right, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai fight? What did he claim he was looking at? Come on, think of something. That's right, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, shut up. He couldn't watch it, I guess. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real fights, the more he would have watched. Do we have an explanation? Yes, I have evidence, I guess. What was he watching? Clearly he couldn't be... Not that. He was not watching the guide map, he was not watching the spear, he was not watching the bottle. I guess either the camera or the head. Let's go with the head. Not proof. Okay, never mind. So he must have been watching the camera. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received his camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Props? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Nothing not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could have just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. That was because you wanted to take a picture. Having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. You missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. No, Phoenix. I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Yeah, means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that 𝐒𝐤𝐞𝐜𝐬 testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? About why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo? Yeah, you're right, Pops. Still Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. No. Anything strange in the testimony, Mr. Wright? Not sure. I would like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? Mr. Patchwork. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Oops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? I'll let my camera take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? The new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Let's try this one. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground, and a Steel Samurai. All that happened, yep. Oh? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even one? That seemed hard. I definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody, listen up, 𝐒𝐤𝐞𝐜𝐬. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey, bullseye? How did you know? See through all your lies, 𝐒𝐤𝐞𝐜𝐬. It's one of my powers. Wow, that was great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. Took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase the picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? Become less and less cooperative. We'll find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. I'm gonna pick holes in his short testimony. Must be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find what this kid is all about. Okay. No. Yeah, no. So let's present the scrapbook where he has photo of every victory scene of every battle. Cody? What? Man, every time you see Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? But every live performance, I always take a picture with the Steel Samurai lens to final blow. With Sam. Got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah, Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called The Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by 𝐒𝐤𝐞𝐜𝐬. It's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. I find this very odd, Your Honor. Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? The Steel Samurai just defeated his adversary. Certainly would have expected to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. What a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Yeah, actually... Yes. Pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Well then, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. The Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell me the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way, no. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, witnesses reveal everything with his words. There's the reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased the precious photos. Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. He had to admit what he saw would be destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Wow! Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. Steel Samurai fell down, and then he didn't move. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's really quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. But you see? Jackhammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph are saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jackhammer was present at the actions he ran through that morning. Thus he obviously knew about the Willpower's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's whatever everyone thought. Remember what Mrs. Oldbeck said in her testimony? The day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 PM. I see poor old Hammer? Nope. I'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the steel samurai was moving strange. There was a different person inside the suit. Oops. Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're not gonna look at me like that. Ow. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. Afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? Agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's proof beneath. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Yeah? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. The photo is all evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor? Let's see the photo once more, please. Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in the photo. And the inconsistency in the photo. The spear, right? It's not duct taped. It's here, isn't it a bit lucky? I get more confident. Okay, never mind. Please, Your Honor, find inconsistency. What inconsistency? Oh, it's a 2. That's a Studio 2, not Studio 1. Your Honor, look at this. See a gate? I draw your attention to the number on that gate. Number? Yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. It's clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Oh! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But it's impossible. Hey, what's this all about? Please explain what I'm be shocked along with the rest of the court. Here's the studio guide map. The body was found here, in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Honor, where is the true scene of the crime? Or the judge where the murder took place? Here. It was here! What does that have to do with the number on the gate in the photograph? Do I need to actually aim the Studio 2? Here, at Studio 2. See, that will explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Honor, I found it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Half was blocked. After the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. Half was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmanoa's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones to access to the scene of this crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Mrs. De Vasquez were outside, eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Mrs. Oldbeck, saw was the victim, Mrs. Jack Hammer. Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai's costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? You're suggesting he did it to cover the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. But we have a proof. We have proof that the victim, Jackhammer, stole that costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? They are so surprised. Suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right though. Here's my proof. The Jackhammer stole the sleeping pills, right? This is it. An empty medicine bottle. One is on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. It was dropped by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. The bottle does raise some suspicion, yes. There is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Connor, I have an idea. Examine Hammer body, or is this blood? No, it's not gonna work now because it's too late. Fingerprint the bottle. That will take a time. We need right now. Let's examine the body. Idea, Mr. Wright. What that would be? We should examine Mr. Hammer's body. Mr. Hammer? I thought it was Mr. Powers who made the sleeping pills. It was, Your Honor. Okay, again. Fingerprint? An idea. Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. So it's gonna be another day of investigation, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so it's not over yet. There's gonna be one more day of this. This court will suspend the proceedings of the current trial for today. 𝐒𝐩𝐞𝐜𝐬's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai sent by Miss Oldback may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, Studio 2. Those in the trailer didn't have time to commit murder. That's right. Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why did Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. Wow. It's a lot of homework. Stretch hard. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicions of Mr. Will Powers. You say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. That's not how it works. Like, come on. Very well. Court is adjourned. October 2:47 p.m. Ooh, that is a close one. We're safe by hair, but that's all that counts. Not seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we are kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. No, Mr. Powers. We have to make our official our final investigation. I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. We had quite a nice progress in this trial, and tomorrow we will be able to finally figure out who was the killer, why he killed him, why did Mr. Hammer stole the uniform and drug the power guy, and yeah, we'll know everything. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.